And if art is about anything, it's about truth and beauty. That's what art is about. It's not about cynicism and ugliness and perversion and hatred and division and haughtiness and narcissism and all the things that place is infested with.
Go to bigmancomics.com for the best in action adventure entertainment.
Hey guys, Gabe Eltaeb, Big Man Comics. I'm here with another expert opinion for you guys. Working in the entertainment industry for the last quarter century has been nothing like I thought it would be as a kid. I remember wanting to do this seriously, just sinking my teeth into the concept of being a comic artist when I was about 12 or 13 when X-Men issue 1 came out. And wow, there are a bunch of weirdos in this business. A lot of great people, made some good friends, some awesome dudes and ladies. But there are weirdos, and I like this. I like this guy Grums. I don't know him very well. I've spoken to him a tiny bit on Twitter, but I do like that he fights the good fight to get the woke shit out of video games because we all know it sucks. I can't wait for Assassin's Creed Shadows to fail. I cannot wait for Snow White with that horrible woman starring in that Zegler gal to fail. All the stuff needs to be failed. Come on, Gabe. Needs to fail. It needs to be humiliated. Woke has lost. Trump was reelected. And they don't know they lost. They're gnashing their teeth and wailing and screaming, but they lost. We all tell them to fuck off. We all laugh at them. It's all good. It's over, baby. It's over. So, but I like this. Warner Brothers, where I worked as an actual employee, not a freelancer, but I was an actual employee for 3 years from 2008 to end of 2010, in-house at DC Comics in San Diego at Wildstorm Studios. But the company at large, I'm going to get closer to read this. Warner Brothers doubles down on DEI, changes name to Inclusion to try to rebrand. The makers of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League have learned nothing, even after a $200 million loss and being forced to close many studios due to poor sales. In a recent company-wide email shared with me, this is Grum speaking, Chief People and Culture Officer and Chief Inclusion Officer proudly states, our success absolutely depends on having a team that's truly diverse, reflects all perspectives, and has a culture where our employees feel valued and respected. Unless you're Christian, white, male, or patriotic, then we fucking hate you and want to destroy everything you stand for. That's the part they never say out loud, but it goes without saying when you watch their actions. Remember, don't watch what people say, watch what they do. And this is what they do. Okay, so I wish them good luck because they're going to need it. But, I loved working there, guys. I was so proud. I'm working on Batman, Superman. Oh, it was a lifelong dream, and I was there. Oh. And I'm so glad I have nothing to do with them anymore. But, I wish them well because they're not doubling down. This is like, I don't know what it's called when you're on the 15th time and you're doubling down. In Spanish, Mexican culture, when the 15-year-old girl has her debutante thing, it's a quinceañera. So they're quinceañeraing down is what Warner Brothers is doing. So guys, make it the inclusion department and make sure everyone is black and gay and trans and an illegal immigrant and hates Christians. Make sure you hate straight people and you hate marriages and children. You hate hard work. You hate the Constitution. You hate free speech. You hate honesty. You hate truth and beauty and goodness. Because that is what an art company should be focusing on. It's arts and entertainment. And if art is about anything, it's about truth and beauty. That's what art is about. It's not about cynicism and ugliness and perversion and hatred and division and haughtiness and narcissism and all the things that place is infested with. And it's crazy to see how quickly it turned. We all saw it culturally, that wokeness, it started in the 90s. If you were there, there was political correctness. And we all made fun of it. But it was there, and there were kind of people that were kind of like hardcore about it. But there were too many of us and not enough of them. And it has slowly grown and grown and grown. And Eric July said something really interesting today. He had this great tweet, and he was blowing out his enemies. It was awesome. I'll have to do a video on that tweet. That was an amazing video, or amazing tweet. And it will be an amazing video I make. But he was saying, it has to be something beyond political division and culture war when you're making art. And that is true because I talk a lot about culture because it's so important to me. But at some point, I just need to entertain you with the awesome comic books that I'm making. And I believe me, the people that have already read the stuff that I've published, they love it because I'm good at what I do. And I don't bash you over the head with anti-woke politics and all this stuff. I just let you have a great time. And I don't know why the people at Warner Brothers that are sensible, that are in leadership, because there's got to be some just statistically, probabilistically, if that's even a word, the probability that there is no one there that has any power, that is just like, hey guys, Let's just make a normal Indiana Jones, even though Disney has it. You get my point. Let's just make a normal action adventure movie. What if we just do that? It sells tickets, it makes a lot of money, and we don't have to preach about the left-wing virtue signaling. I don't know why those people won't just speak up. I mean, I do know. You see a lot of people hang out with bad people, with awful people who do awful things. And they won't speak up because they're afraid to lose their money. Because they don't have any faith in God. They have faith in money. They have faith in their own hand and its ability to make them some money. And they have faith in the jerks that they're around that are pushing things, letting them stay employed, letting them stay on their little safety perch where they can make some safe money. They're afraid to speak up and live with conviction and do the things that they really know they should do because, why risk it? Play it safe. Well, people who play it safe get what they deserve, and it ain't going to be pretty. If you are sitting there and you're watching evil be done and you know damn well that this isn't right and you're just like, well, it wasn't me, it was the other guy, I was just here. You can't live that guys, for the millionth time. That's why I walked away from my childhood dream that was so difficult to achieve. I just said, no, I won't work here anymore, DC Comics. You guys are gross. What you're doing is wrong. It's immoral and wrong. Someone once criticized me because I stick up for my good friend and great human being, Eric July. They said, oh, those are shitty comics, Rippaverse, this and that. It's poorly written and this and that. Like, that's your opinion, whatever. Let's say you're right. Let's say they're awful books. You want me to criticize them, because they said they were disappointed in me that I would stand up to DC Comics about Superman, but I wouldn't stand up to Eric July and his mediocre comics. First of all, in my opinion, they're not mediocre. They're great. Okay, Mike Barron, Chuck Dixon, those are fantastic writers, so get out of here. But secondary, let's just say you're right and they were awful comics. I don't criticize comics for being low quality. I criticize art, entertainment, movies, music for being immoral. I don't criticize low quality. That just comes with a lot of art. If there's enough art, some of it's going to be shit, some of it's going to be good. I will not criticize people for not being that skilled. I will criticize them for being immoral. So you can have the greatest skill in the world, but if you're immoral, I don't want anything to do with you. You look at a movie, my favorite movie to pick on, Deadpool. Is there skill in that movie? Is it well written? Sure, it's a comedy. It's hilarious. Special effects are good. The costumes are good. The actors, they're acting fine. It's very high quality, the movie. The quality of the execution by the artist. It's a terrible movie. It's the movie I hate the most. I hate it with a burning passion because it's perverted, that movie. It's so perverse and crass and ugly and hateful that it makes it immoral. And I don't know why I have to keep explaining this to people. That is my whole issue with the arts, is that they need to persuade and inspire people to live good, moral lives of victory. Because you're not loving your fellow man when you make filthy art. You're hurting them. You are. Because if you give people filth, you poison their mind and their spirit, and you lead them to leave a lesser life than they could have. You're hurting their life when you make filth. So if you're pushing porno shit and you're pushing all this nasty stuff, you're hurting your fellow man, and you should never do that. When you push good ideals, virtue, strength, power, resilience, honesty, bravery, self-sacrifice, when you put that in stories and you're sincere and you do a good job about it, that's how you make good art. So Warner Brothers, you can run and you can hide. You can take your DEI and turn it into inclusion department, whatever. It's not going to work. You're going to keep going down. You're going to keep losing money. You're going to keep failing. And one day, I hope one of you has the character, just has the character, has the strength of character, has the bravery. One of you that has some power says, you know what? This is wrong. One of you just be like me. Just stand up and be counted like a man. Stand up and say, you know what? This is bullshit. This is wrong. We got to stop doing this. But until one of you does it and you're, until that, it's just you guys being chicken shit because you want to hide, and protect your stock options and your salary and your insurance and all your stuff. And you don't have any faith. You don't have any faith. You only have faith in money, and that's wrong. Guys, go to bigmancomics.com. Get a first edition printing of Dean Cain, All-American Lawman. We're down to just like 200 of those. I only have a handful of signed edition stuff signed by Dean and myself. Follow me on X, I'm Big Man Comics, right here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm Gabe, Eltaeb. You see how to spell it right there. It's a little tricky spelling. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you guys every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I am here from 11 to noon Pacific, live, Big Man Comics. Wednesday nights, I'm live 7 p.m. till whenever. We do an improv comedy show reviewing movies we love. And then I'm posting 4 videos a week. They go 6 a.m. Pacific live. They're live the night before for channel members. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media and go to bigmancomics.com.